Hey, my name's Nashi. Um, Welcome to my channel. This is my first ever video here. And what I'm going to be doing today is I'm working on building a Lego set. Now, for the last few years, I have been collecting Lego sets, and the deal has always been, oh, well, when we get a house, that's when I'll go ahead and start building. And, well, now we have the house, so now I can finally go ahead and start building. I'm just here to go ahead and chat and have a little fun while we're doing that. Now, the first Lego set that I am going to be building, because I want to work up to the big ones, is going to be Stitch. Stitch is my favorite. Um, for anybody who knows me in real life, you know that I actually am a huge Star Wars fan, huge nerd. But Lilo and Stitch is my number one favorite movie of all time. Who doesn't love a little Chaos Goblin and the whole found family trope? Love it, eat it up every time. So I just thought that, being able to build this set as a first set in a home would be a great thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. Probably do this for 30 minutes to an hour and then see where we go from there. Yeah, there's the things. Eventually I'll get to like the big sets. Like we're talking like big boys, like Falcon. I can't wait for that one. But I just don't ever put it right now. There we go. Oh, Stitch. Gonna go ahead and adjust the camera just a little bit so you can actually see what I am doing here. Let me work on this later. One, three. Ooh, it's not supposed to sticker. Now, I have not seen the new movie. I might go ahead and see it when it hits Disney Plus, but not before then. I'm not a fan of some of the changes I heard about, changing the whole meaning of the story. So that's why I've avoided it at this point. But since I already have an active Disney Plus subscription, I will definitely go ahead and utilize it when it becomes available. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. Right. Bags 2 through 7, I'll put over here. Let's okay. And before we go ahead and join the chat, just please go ahead and say hi. It's nice to meet you. Hope you stick around for a little while. Ask any questions you want. I may or may not answer them. I do reserve the right to not answer. I just realized you can't just see what I'm building. I will get this down eventually. If you do hear weird noises in the background, it's my dog snoring. Because, of course, anywhere that I am, they also have to be at all times. And, well, they're lazy little mutts who I love and adore. I don't do anything for them. But all they like to do is sleep. Or, at least for me, they sleep all the time. When my husband's watching him, he says that they tend to be little beasts who don't really behave for him. But I don't know. For me, it's always good. attach something that looks like this piece, but not quite. So I'm just going to go ahead and gather up the pieces needed for this particular step. Hmm, that's interesting. We've got those. Ah, here it is. We should chalk it aside for a little bit later. And we need to just gonna start off like this. And if people watch this, that's great. If they don't, that's fine too. This is mostly just for me to have a little bit of fun. And hey, if other people join in, that sounds like fun too. Alright, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that. Looks like you are going to go over here. Wow, this looks so much like Stitch already. Okay, cool. Now we're just going to be doing the same thing on the opposite side. Well, maybe not the exact same, yeah, but similar. And it goes. Now I need these two. Looks like that's all I've got. And put those here. We're going to go there. Yeah, I see the vision. I see the stitch. Absolutely. So other things that I enjoy doing besides making Legos, building Lego sets, I do really like reading or like baking or like playing board games. You can see there's a few of the board games right here behind me. Um, a rather extensive board game collection actually. Pretty soon when I have the motivation, I'm going to go ahead and get started with painting finally all of the figures I have for Marvel United. Yep. Definitely have all three seasons of that game so far. I don't know what's going on with Simon though, so I don't know if there's going to be more. Did go ahead and order DC United back when that Kickstarter Game Pound was going on. Of course, I do not expect to see that anytime soon. But when that happens, we'll go ahead and get that one painted at some point as well. If that's something that, people enjoy watching, I'll go ahead and I'll make sure that I have that done here on the channel. Am I good at it? Nope, not yet. But I'll just go ahead and start off with some characters I don't really care about so much. And yeah, we'll just keep that going. And then as I get experience, I'll get better. Or I won't. Either way, it's really just for fun. Alright. Okay, so it's there. this goes here. Yes, we love it. Okay, so I'm gonna put that to the side. Start off with this piece. These. Now, eventually I'll go ahead and get like actual equipment to do this. Right now I'm just using an old laptop that I kind of had sitting around, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see where it goes from here. Hopefully, good things in the future. Because while I do swear a lot and I'm very sarcastic, very cynical, I'm an absolute delight to be around. I promise. Yeah, once you just get past all that stuff. Now, for anybody that knows me in person, where the heck did Nashi come from? It's an old nickname, because I do like having, a modicum of privacy. So, yeah, I know this is like so entertaining so far, but if you are watching, thank you. If you're not, well, then you can't hear this message, can you? Mm, one of these on this side. Mm, mm, More of these. Now, this is gonna go on here. Ta-da! Yay. I didn't really look to see what time I started, but that's okay. We'll just go until something happens. Hello! Hi, Superhero 1313. Thank you for joining. It's nice to meet you. I'm doing great today. How are you? Oh, that's good to hear. Do you like Legos? Also, I think you're the first person to join the chat and watch me, so yay, thank you. Oh, what's your favorite Lego theme? Marvel. Okay, yeah, they do have some good sets there. Um, Personally, huge Star Wars person. I'll get to those eventually. Right now, I'm doing Stitch because Lilo and Stitch is my favorite movie. The original, not the new one. I haven't seen the new one. Have you seen the Fantastic Four movie yet? Okay, no spoilers, but how was it? Awesome. I think I'm gonna try to go see it at some point this weekend. So fingers crossed. I do love Pedro Pascal, so I was already on board with that. But so far, I've been hearing good things, so glad to hear that. By the way, feel free to ask me any questions. I may or may not answer, but it's always nice to get to know new people. Yeah. Am I a DC fan? So comic books, I never really read a whole lot of them. Like I read Archie comic books when I was growing up. The Marvel movies, I have loved them, most of them. I mean, I did stop kind of watching them for the most part after Endgame. Um, the DC movies, I haven't, well, I've watched several of them, not always by choice, but I did like the new Superman. I don't know if you were here when I was talking about the board game Marvel United. Um, yeah, Superman was great. Like, I love crypto. I know a lot of people uh, didn't like crypto. I think there wasn't enough, but that's just mostly because his behavior reminds me of one of my dogs. So, yeah. Um, but if you weren't here when I was talking about the board game Marvel United, I mean, as you can see, probably I have many, many board games. I do have all of the content for seasons 1, 2, and 3 of Marvel United board game. It's a great board game. Plus, the figures just look amazing. Eventually, I'll be getting around to painting those and probably, live streaming here. Mm, Who's your favorite superhero? Flash? Okay. I did watch the CW show for the Flash, or at least I think most of it. I might have stopped watching at some point, but that was pretty good. Did you watch that show? Yes, awesome. Yeah, the CW shows were actually pretty great in my opinion. Arrow did start taking itself a little too seriously there at the end, but like Heroes of Tomorrow was great and Flash was really fun for sure. Hmm, that's the wrong one. There we go. Hello, welcome, Superhero 1912. How are you? We got our first sticker. Oh boy. Stickers and Legos, not my friends. But we'll make it work. Yay. Oh, goodness. You hate, oh yeah, stickers on Legos, not my favorite thing. Um, I'm doing good, Superhero 1912. Thank you for joining. This is my first stream. I am currently building a Lego Stitch set. Um, so yeah, anything you all want to talk about, just let me know. May or may not be answering text while I'm doing that. Okay, so this one's going like that, and like this. Looks like they're going here. I don't know. That one's going here. This one's going here. Same. Lilo and Stitch, my number one favorite movie of all time. Um, I love the little Chaos Goblin. I love the whole found family trope. I have not watched the new one, um, mostly based on things I heard about it. I'll probably watch it when it hits streaming because I do have a Disney Plus subscription. The live action one is good. Well, it looks like we're getting down to the end of the first bag here, so this is actually going pretty quick, which is not a bad thing. Um, so eventually I'll get onto some of the bigger sets that I have in my um in my collection. Um, right now I really just need to like make some room before I can start doing those. But yeah, eventually I'll do things like I've got the giant Millennium Falcon, I've got the big old AT-AT. Definitely gonna have a little fun there. So we'll get there eventually though. Oh, I see it now. This is gonna be the shirt. That makes sense. Um, Also, if you hear weird noises in the background, it's my dogs. They're snoring because they have to just follow me everywhere. And there goes one of them now. Yes, that. Oh gosh, this piece. One, two, three, four, 6 stickers. I actually have 2 dogs. They are Boston Terriers. They are brothers from the same litter, and they're almost 9 years old. So, yeah. And their favorite thing to do is to sleep um, as close to me as they can be. At some point, one of them might try to be up here on my lap because that's what they like. But yeah, they like to sleep all day. I really hope that these stickers are going on fine. I'm really not a fan of stickers, but these are pretty cute. I guess it's making like a little Hawaiian shirt pattern. Have either of you ever been to Hawaii or anything like that? I agree with the prints. Like, obviously, you're making plenty of these sets. I think it's enough to justify just print. Like, I could understand if this was a limited run of like, oh yeah, we only made like 2,000 of these. We don't want to have to invest the resources to print stuff, but you can still buy these. This has been out for a while and you can still buy them. It's justified. Just print it, please. Ta-da! Shirt. I do like how they looks like they got the right color blue though. That's always really important, and so I do appreciate that attention to detail. All right, get those extra pieces out. Let's start on bag number 2. And if you don't mind me asking, where are y'all from? Hi, UK, nice. It's like what, almost 9 o'clock at night for you? Oh, UK and England, nice. I do have a couple of people that I play Lord of the Rings online with who live over in the UK. So it is sometimes a little bit of a challenge. I'm in the United States. Sometimes a little bit of a challenge to go ahead and coordinate stuff there, but you know, it's all good. It's a platypus. Now it's Perry the platypus. Perry the platypus. Actually, I never really watched Phineas and Ferb, so I'm not sure what the whole deal there is. I just know that a lot of people make that joke. Got that. I do want to visit the UK eventually. See Scotland, see Wales, see England. Also a big Doctor Who fan, so definitely gotta check out like any sort of Doctor Who related things. I've heard somewhere in London near one of the tube stations there's actually like a police box TARDIS thing. I want to check that out at some point. Also a fan of Outlander, so gotta go see where Jamie Fraser's from. Go see Claude and all that stuff. Two loads. Nope, 2 loads. So, did I miss a step? No, I did not. Okay. Sometimes I miss stuff. Yeah, I haven't seen much after Peter Capaldi left the show. He was an excellent doctor. So I do need to get caught up there, but I do like Doctor Who for sure. I would say Peter Capaldi is probably my second favorite doctor. So we've got pieces going together. Capaldi is your favorite doctor. He he is excellent at embodying the character. I don't think he got the best storylines though, which kind of stinks. Ah, so if you've never seen Doctor Who, um, first of all, how are you from England and you've never seen it? That's a joke. But no, it's a sci-fi show that's been running since the 50s or 60s. It's about a time traveler who spends an awful lot of time in England saving planet Earth instead of like the entire universe. And every so often, the Doctor, who is the Time Lord, will regenerate and then be played by a different actor. Um, Recently, Disney went ahead and acquired some of the rights or did some of the funding. Um, so, like you can tell in the most recent season, they had a much bigger budget than normal. But yeah, no, it's classic sci-fi. Definitely worth checking out if you haven't seen it. Let's get that. Where is the other? Oh, there it is. Sometimes these pieces all look alike. It's a little hard to find them, especially if they're upside down. Do, do, do. Like that. Mhm. Well, awesome. So that's snapping. Who's my favorite doctor? Um, David Tennant, but not as like 14 or anything, but as 10. Like original 10. Um, I did really only start watching um with Eccleston, which I think he was fine. But yeah, David Tennant, and my favorite companion is Donna, which I know is not the popular opinion, but that's okay. What's wrong with 10? That piece is just not staying right now. I'm gonna try that again. Why are you not popping in like you're supposed to? There we go. Nope. Hmm. That's really weird, but okay. Oh, so when you say that you hate his story, Is it what happens with Rose? Is it what they did with Martha? Is it Donna? Like, which parts? Rose. Um, okay, so is it like the character or what they ended up doing with her in the end? There's no wrong answers here, but just wondering. Oh, what they did to her. Yeah, I mean, going ahead and getting her stranded in another dimension, kind of lame. But then they did start the precedent of just bringing people back all the time, which not really a huge fan of. Um, in fact, as much as I love David Tennant, I would love if he never came back as the Doctor again. Because I think that they just keep bringing him back over and over because they know that people are going to watch, and it's really just time to let him retire as the Doctor. Like he did his time, then he did more of his time, and I think that's enough now. He's my favorite, but I think it's enough. And did you happen to see the final scene from the most recent season? Like, did you get a chance to see that yet? Ah, yeah, you're probably going to want to go ahead and look it up. Um, because Billie Piper is coming back in some sort of capacity. Nobody's really sure if she's going to be the Doctor or if it's just another kind of weird thing like they did with Tennant. Yeah, and Ncuti goes ahead and regenerates in the final scene, and it's Billie Piper. So spoilers for anybody who didn't want to know about that. Sorry, but yeah. Now it didn't say introducing Billie Piper as the Doctor, so not sure if she's actually going to be the Doctor. But yeah, Billie Piper's coming back again. Yeah, yeah. I'm not really sure how I feel about that because again, Rose not my favorite companion, and I'm also just kind of over the bringing back the greatest hits over and over and over and over again sort of thing. Like find new actors, let them embody the characters. That's what the show has always done. So let's do that. Looking for this piece and this one. I don't know. Can y'all actually see what I'm doing with these blocks? Because the camera angle is a little bit weird since I'm just working off of a laptop. So I'm just not really sure. Okay, cool. Now we got that. Probably gonna wrap this up when we get done with bag 2. Just because I do have some stuff I need to get done, like laundry and things like that. Yes, we have those pieces which go here. And then this piece goes here. And goes here. Mm, mm. You may hear me talk to myself a little bit too, because I'm weird. That's what I do. Missed a step. I did miss a step. Don't worry, I'll remember y'all were here first. I appreciate y'all watching. It's like I was texting my husband earlier, and I was like, "Hey, I'm trying to go live on Twitch for the first time, and I've got nobody watching." And then you guys were here, and I was like, "Yay!" So I appreciate it. I really do. Okay, so this one goes this way. This one goes this way. That's a little bit weird. And then you sit this way. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Let's try that again. Whoopsie doodle. Okay. Ah, well, that's not cool. I feel like I did something wrong somewhere. Because I don't know if you can see, but there's this piece right here. Ah, right there. And it's got a little bit sticking out. So when I try to attach this one, it doesn't really attach. So yeah, that's interesting. Let's go back a little bit. No, that's in the right spot. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know what I did wrong. Hmm. Definitely need to figure out what the heck I did wrong here, because it's something. Ah, please, just stay. I'd appreciate it. Okay. Maybe that's right. Okay. No, clearly not. Clearly not doing something right. but there's no like extra blue pieces, so it's not that I missed putting something there. It's just I don't know why that particular piece is like that. Yeah, if I need to, I'll just figure this out at some other point in time because that is not going to stay where it needs to stay. So, huh. We will see. We will see. For right now, though, I'm gonna just kind of cross my fingers and hope. So please, maybe the other pieces that are about to get put on will help hold it in place. So we'll see. Okay, this is gonna go here. This one's gonna go here. Yeah, come on. Okay, so hopefully that piece and this one I'm about to put here are gonna go ahead and actually hold it in place like it's supposed to be. Yeah, there, that seems sturdier. Yay! A little bit odd following the directions that way, but okay, it is what it is. Okay, so we got this one, and this one. Alright, this one's gonna go here, and then we got this. Here it is. That one is going to fit there, so we got these pieces put in. Okay. I sit up here. Oh, that's probably where the arms are going to attach on each side. I'm guessing. All right. Put in. Okay. So this piece goes over here. Yeah. So once I get done with this set, so I've got a bunch of sets I need to get through. Which ones do y'all think I should do next? Like, should I do like a Hobbit one? Should I do like a Star Wars one? Should I do like a Harry Potter one? Should I do like one of the Chinese New Year ones? That's fine. Hobbit? Okay. Hobbit and Harry Potter. Okay. I'll end up tossing a coin probably. Because got a bunch of the Hobbit sets and then also a bunch of Harry Potter sets. Like going back to the 2012 Hobbit sets. Um, do have the new Shire set, the big one. Um, and then yeah, just so many Harry Potter sets, just so many of those we've collected over the years. The Hobbit is better. Well, I am more of a fan of Tolkien than I am of Rowling. Um, I'm not really a huge fan of how they just keep recycling basically the same sets over and over and over for Harry Potter. Um, but then again, they just don't really have that much of a world to build from. Um, when it comes to like Lord of the Rings, so we've got stuff going back to like 2012 Hobbit sets. Also have, Barad-dûr, the big one, got the big old Shire one. So there's a few to work with there. I also have some Hobbit sets that were built back around 2012 that we have since moved about 5 times since then. Um, and so some of them need to be like rebuilt because they haven't really survived the moves all that well. So we'll see. We'll see what they're looking like. All right. So you are gonna go here. You are gonna go over here. Yeah, this is definitely his torso that we're building. So yeah, I think this is some of his little chest hairs. Oh gosh, more stickers. Here we go. Good news is that after these two, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 more stickers after that. So, thank goodness. Now, I have seen the little trick you can do where you kind of use the brick separator to put the stickers on. I just don't think that the placement is like so precise, needing to be precise on this. Because if you've ever seen a Hawaiian shirt, those patterns are just kind of all over the place. So I do appreciate that on this set. I don't have to be quite as precise. Now, fun little lore tidbit. I actually did go to Hawaii when I was like 7, um, but there's not a whole lot that I remember of it because I was 7 and that was a little bit longer ago than I'd like to admit to. But my little sister, she was only 2, so she definitely remembers even less. But really nice place. Definitely recommend. I'm sure being from the UK, it would be very expensive to get there. I would love to go back, but I just don't see that happening anytime soon. So I'm going to try the little sticker trick because this one, you have to line it up with the edge. Ta-da! Now, one of the other sorts of things that I will be building eventually. Oh, that's sweet. I look 25. That's nice. Can't see my face though. Um, appreciate that. Um, Gundams. Like I was making some Gundam models. Like here is one that I built not too long ago. I don't know much about Gundams, but yeah, there's a lot of stickers on these. These require like tweezers to get them in the right place. This is a specialized type of Gundam thing. Um, yeah, I don't really know much about them. I just I bought a set for my husband. He found it, and then yeah. Hi, new person. Welcome. Thank you for joining. How are you? This one's gonna go down here. That is good to hear. Thank you for joining. We're actually wrapping up bag 2 of Lego Stitch. And I'm almost done with stickers, which I'm so happy for because it looks like I've got 2 more stickers one of them's about to go on this next piece. So wish me luck. All right. Got that. This one is going here. Yay. I am working on the Lego Stitch set. This one. Yeah. And then we were kind of talking about like, once I get done with this, I've got a whole bunch of Legos to go through. Go ahead and build other sets. And we were kind of discussing, like doing Hobbit sets or Harry Potter sets. I also have a ton of Star Wars sets. So, yeah. Please, one. Please. Yay! So that is Stitch's torso done. Um, and yeah, so that is the end of bag 2. Oh, which Star Wars sets do I have? So I've got, oh my gosh, there's so many of them. Um, I've got pretty much all the Millennium Falcons, including the big one. It was a Christmas present a couple years ago. Um, Also got like the big AT-AT. I've got an older AT-AT set that I need to fix. Got a couple of the Star Destroyers. Got the TIE Interceptor, which is my absolute hands down favorite Star Wars ship. Also, yay, done with stickers, by the way. Woohoo. Um, so got a lot of them. But basically the deal was, well, once we had a house, then I could go ahead and actually have someplace to start building and putting these Lego sets once they're built, instead of building them and then hoping that they go ahead and survive a move. Um, so I'm trying to work through some of the smaller sets. And ooh, the Rebel U-Wing. I have that one. Pretty sure my husband's going to build that one because that's one of his favorite ships. Now, Chopper I will be building, because he's my favorite little war criminal. And yeah, I'm not going to let anybody else build him. But yeah, just in general, I am a huge Star Wars fan. Um, like massive Star Wars fan. I've been to several of the celebration conventions. The expanded universe books were absolutely some of my favorites. Jason Solo did nothing wrong. Empire Strikes Back is my second favorite movie of all time. It was number one for a while, but then Lilo and Stitch came out, and that's actually my favorite movie. Yeah, finding a place to put Lego, um, that's part of the problem. Because as I'm building these, I'm also gonna have to be building like shelves and stuff in some of the other bedrooms so we can go ahead and have them there. But the sets will be, well, I mean, I guess they are easier to store if they're still in the boxes, but they're just not as fun if they just sit in the box, right? They're meant to be built and they're meant to be played with and looked at. So we'll see what actually ends up going on there. But for now, I'm actually going to go ahead and call it a day. Um, I want to thank all of you for joining and watching. It's great to meet new people. 88 Lego sets. Nice. Nice. Oh, Minecraft. I forgot about the Minecraft stuff. Um, yeah, I've got some of the older Minecraft sets. Um, might do, well, eventually I'll do those. But yeah, like I said, for now, gonna go ahead and call it a day. Not sure when I'll be doing next stream, so just kind of watch out for any sort of notifications there. And thank you again so much. I hope you all have a great rest of your day.